up, guys, and welcome back to the Roast Session Central. I'm the Nigerian Nemesis, and in this video, we're going to hop into some grand challenge matches with the Pekka. The Pekka is very underused right now, but in my opinion, it's still a very powerful card, especially up against all these tanks that are now being played with the giants everywhere. There's golems everywhere. There are hogs everywhere. Although it's a little bit different with the hog because you can't always get back to your Pekka, but the Pekka counters the hog amazingly. Stops golems at the bridge, and then you can just counter everything in the back with your other troops and the furnace. Basically, the way I play this deck is more defensive furnace type style. It works perfectly in challenges. It'll be different on the ladder if you have under-leveled furnace or under-leveled E-Wiz, of course. But the furnace's business in this specific deck is to just sit there in the middle and chip away down the opponent's towers, and you can play it like a miner and poison type deck, and the Pekka mainly is used for defense. That's how I'm going to be using it here up against Jesus AZ, and we'll see what we can do in this battle. So here I'm going to go ahead and start a Pekka in the back left, mainly because he's playing everything pretty far back as well, and I don't know what kind of deck he has, so I'm just going to feel him out and go ahead and support my Pekka here with the furnace, and let's see how we can play this out. Okay, so he does have a Hog Rider. E-Wiz does such a beautiful job at countering the hog. We're going to go ahead and go E-Wiz and Skeletons, and that hog will be shut down pretty nicely, allowing it to only get off one swing. He is doing really well at keeping my Pekka at bay as his Musketeer continues to unload onto our Pekka, but I'm not really too worried about it. I'm going to go ahead and send in a Miner actually to tank for the Pekka and see if he plays it. He's going to have to play something, otherwise that Pekka is getting to a tower. He's actually going to be able to kill our Pekka because of those Skeletons onto our Miners, so he's gone ahead and used that Tornado twice now, so I'm not really too worried about it. We're doing pretty well. Now that we know he has a hog, I'm going to go ahead and save my Pekka for the hog or save my E-Wiz for the hog. We'll just see how it works and go ahead and feel him out throughout this matchup. So down goes my Pekka in the back left. Since I know he has a hog, I'm not really too worried about it. I've got different sorts of things to stop it. I will start defending the hog a little bit better as the match goes on, but we'll see what happens here. At the end of the day, he's got to answer to our Pekka, so he's going to go ahead and play his Knight, and I'm assuming his Musketeer should be coming up there pretty soon. I'm going to go ahead and start working on this tower. There he's going to drop a Muskie. I'm not going to be able to reach it, so I'm going to go ahead and poison the tower at the same time. Play one Elixir Skeletons. Let's see if he zaps it. Does he zap it? No, he's too busy focused on our Pekka, so we're going to get some really good value out of those Skeletons, although now he's doing a great job of kiting our Pekka to the center, although our Fire Spirits did get 2 hits off onto his left tower, so we're looking pretty good actually. And now he has all this, so now that my tower is down to 1478, I'm just going to be a nuisance to this guy and start pushing with my Pekka on the right side. That's all my Pekka's job is to do, is to just be a brick wall. He's not going to be able to send his hog down, and that's the tower he wants to try and get. So I'm going to just play everything on the right side now, and then just go ahead and send in Miner and Poison onto that tower and try to take that tower. This is how I play this deck. Make them have to go for another tower. There's no way he's getting to this left tower with Pekka's coming down that side endlessly. And there goes my E-Wiz doing a great job getting some hits onto that tower. We have that left tower down big time. That Pekka almost got to the tower actually, but he does have that Tornado. So you see here, I'm going to drop another Pekka on his right side. This Pekka is just going to be very annoying. We're not going to see a hog for the longest time. Down goes our Poison. And he's going to go ahead and fireball all that. Wasn't a very good fireball. Our Mega Minion will get ahead of our Pekka and die as it crosses the bridge. So now he's going to have a chance to send in his hog. Let's see if he decides to take it. Right now he's still nervous, and our Miner is just chipping away at that tower. I've got 5 Elixir. I'm not too worried about it. This would be the best window for his hog. I'm sure he knows it as well. And I'm not seeing it, but here goes my Pekka. There goes his hog. That hog's only going to be able to get 1 swing, if that. I did not know he was going to go towards our furnace. He did. So now he's got this decent push on the left side. I'm just going to go ahead and chip it down so that he does not have any confidence in taking our left tower. Now we have a Miner and E-Wiz push going there on the left. I'm just going to go ahead and poison everything here in the backside just so we can't play Skeletons. Good pull of Tornado by him. I'm surprised he didn't use that earlier. He's been using it on our Pekka. And that's what I mean. This Pekka is just a huge presence on the map. Everybody has to answer to him. No matter what he does, he's only going to get 1 hit every single time. So our tower is down to 565. It is looking like a close battle here, but I'm really not too worried about it. We just need 1 more Miner and Poison onto the tower. I'm going to switch up my Miner location and play him on the inside this time, and he will not be expecting it. He's going to play his Knight there on the outside left. There goes my Poison. Here comes my log, and that's going to be a good game. So as you see, this deck is very controlling. You control everything your opponent does. I will say, I guess the hardest matchup, it depends. Maybe a Siege deck, or maybe even Lava Loon. I'm not really too worried about Lava Loon because we got our Furnace to pull everything. We have our E-Wiz, unless they have Lava Loon Lightning, but that's a pretty huge push. Anyways, we're hopping into our second battle here up against Alex004 from Colombianos Clash of Clans. Let's see what we can do in this battle. And in this matchup, we're going to go ahead and cycle our Skeletons here. And he's going to start out with minions in the back left. So my furnace will counter his minions pretty nicely. And let's just go ahead and feel him out and see what's... Okay, so this is where we make these boys cry. Anybody that plays a golem or giant against this deck is in huge trouble. Down goes our Pekka. Major counter for his golem. He's going to throw us a crying face. I know, man. I'm sorry. But as soon as you see decks like this, it's over for them. They do not have any buildings. No matter what their support cards are. Oh, he actually has a golem and balloon. So actually, this is a pretty good representation of a Houndloon. Kind of, where he's going to go ahead and throw his fireball. Not the best play. We've got our Ewiz now and Mega Minion on top of his balloon and on top of his golem. So now we have a huge, dirty counter push coming back towards his side of the map. Down goes my miner to tank for all of my troops. I've got an Ewiz. He actually has his Inferno Tower. Ewiz is locked onto that tower though, so he's going to have to do something about that. Otherwise, that Inferno Tower is not going to get any damage done to my troops. Mega Minion is just absolutely going to town on that tower. And now our log is going down and trying to clean all this up. I did miss one skeleton, so that's going to cost our Pekka her life as she almost gets to that tower. But he's going to play some minions to go ahead and stop those fire spirits. We eat those up, and we're looking pretty good. He's going to throw us another crying face. Yes, man, I'm sorry, but this is the way it's going to have to be. So against decks like this, you never play your Pekka unless they play their freaking tank first, and then you go after their tank. So we're looking pretty good. The only time I would say, what would there be a time? Anyways, he's going to play his golem once again, and I'm going to play my Pekka in the back left. I guess it all depends. If their Pekka push just came through and you were able to stop it nice and early, then you can play your Pekka on the right and just like opposite lane push, sort of split it up type deal. But here he's actually going to play his wizard in the back to try and support his Pekka. So down goes my miner on top of his wizard. That's going to take it out nice and quickly. He's not going to have time to play his balloon. He actually does play his balloon. And this time I've got my Mega Minion on it. Once again, I wish I would drop my Ewiz just a little bit farther back. So I am going to have to log here. But all that's going to be screwed over. And now we've got our furnace going down into the right lane to start putting pressure here. And since there is 40 seconds left, this would be a time where I would. And he put his Inferno in the back left. So now I'm going to push with my Pekka. So even if he does bring his golem, I'm not too worried. He's going to have to answer to our Pekka. And I know he has Skarmy. And I'm going to go ahead and play this poison. And everything will go down in that poison. He does play Skarmy at a great spot. But they're all going to eventually end up dying. So he's going to have to answer to our Pekka that's on that tower. Or he will lose that tower. He's actually going to ignore it and try and get a balloon. Maybe he's just going for his crown chest at this point in time. Other than that, that tower is down. We are up 2-0 in this matchup. I'm not giving him that tower. That balloon's going to fall down. We've got all that going down. 10 seconds left on the clock. I'm not too worried. Down goes another Pekka. This match is wrapped up in the bag, so you guys can see the power of this deck. This deck is just so strong. I haven't played a siege deck with it yet, so hopefully that's our next matchup. If not, then, you know, that's just the way it is. Let's go ahead and hop into our third and final battle. Fourth battle of this grand challenge, and see if we can get our crown chest and open that up for you guys here in a second. Up against Wara Gamisama, Nova, Japan. Alright, so we've got our furnace. Here I'm just going to go ahead and play my furnace and go ahead and wait it out. See what our opponent has to play. He's going to play a baby dragon. So I got my Mega Minion for that baby dragon. You don't want to let the Mega Minion onto your furnace. Wait till it crosses the bridge. Start taking some tower damage. Then you've got your Mega Minion down to counter it nicely. Mega Minion will always counter the baby dragon. So he has a giant. So let's make this man sad too and play our Pekka on the left side towards his giant. And see what we can do here. There goes an angry save. This guy is mad actually. I'd be mad too. It used to piss me off a lot whenever I was playing this game. And I would play my tank and down goes someone Pekka because you know you're in trouble. They're never going to let you play that tank without you seeing that Pekka on the map. So my Pekka is down, absolutely shredding that giant. Giants have no chance. I think it's like 4 hits or something like that. He does have a bowler, so this is actually going to be a pretty tough matchup. I was full on elixir. I wasted some there. Down goes my miner, and I have my furnace ready. My furnace, I kind of don't want to send it here on this left lane just because he has that bowler to get all the value. Now that I think about it, maybe I should have sent it on the right lane, but that Pekka does get 2 hits onto his bowler, so his bowler is almost dead. And instead of letting that bowler live, I'm going to go ahead and poison and wait for my Pekka to come back. He does have a pretty decent cycle on us, but like I said, Pekka's going down. That's going to distract all of his supporting troops. Take out the golem. Those supporting troops just aren't going to be able to kill my Pekka fast enough. So the goal of this game is just going to be defend with the Pekka and get that minor poison onto that tower. So here the Ewiz is doing everything it can. Ewiz goes down. So now we've got a pretty decent counter push going his way. He's actually going to play a bowler onto our Pekka. But our Mega Minion almost got to the tower. He's going to go ahead and play those skeletons, though. Great skeletons and distraction on his part. His bowler does take some hits. Am I expecting a graveyard? I don't know. no graveyard coming in, so I'm going to go ahead and play 1 Elixir Skeleton, spread them out around the bowler, make the bowler look dumb, and we're going to go ahead and try and take this tower down to double Elixir. I don't know if that favors either of us. Anyways, he's going to throw his lightning, so I'm going to go ahead and play my minor poison onto that tower and see what he does with that. No poison. I was hoping to get some better value out there. My Pekka is going down in the back left. He's actually going to play his giant on the right. He's had enough, so he's switching up the lanes. That's fine by me. He's going to have to answer that Pekka once he gets onto his side of the map. And this deck is pretty cycly as well. 3.5 Elixir. We will be able to get to back to our Pekka in no time. So now I've got my Pekka on his side of the map. And we're going to send a miner in the back. I meant to poison a little bit farther back, but I wanted to get the Ewiz as well so we could get those skeletons. But our Mega Minion is wailing onto that tower. We won't even need... Yes, we will. He's going to drop another giant. We've got our Pekka in rotation. There's just nothing this guy can do about it. When you're playing tank decks, this deck is unbelievably brutal against these decks. He's tornadoing. He's doing everything he can to center our troops so the Pekka does not go down easily. The Pekka will not go down on your side of the map without a good fight. So that's going to be 3-0 on the day. This Pekka deck is just super strong, and I highly recommend it. You guys should go ahead and try it out. If you have all these cards maxed out, or if you're at an even level on the ladder, then try it for the ladder. It's definitely a good ladder deck. It's just that when you're under leveled, it's tough. Let's go ahead and pop open some of these chests for you guys. See if we get anything decent. 12 Barbarians, nothing much. We're going to go ahead and pop open our crown chest. Some Elite Barbs, Tesla, Goblin Hut, 60 Minion Hordes. Alright, well here's the deck one more time for you guys. I do have my Pekka at level 5, ready to go up to level 6. So maybe I'll upgrade that later on. But it's just an overall very solid deck. You can trade out the Electro Wizard for a Musketeer. I would say is the best substitute for the Electro Wizard. The Miner, on the other hand, I mean, you can use Knight, but it's not the same effect. You really need the Miner to be able to get to the tower each and every time so you can play defense. But anyways, I'd like to thank you guys for tuning into the channel today. I hope you guys had some fun. If you did, go ahead and drop that like on the video. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that. And I hope you guys go on and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace!